Hello. Hey, good evening, co-workers. How are everyone doing? Hi, Dragonheart. Hi, Joshua. Hey. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, guess what? I got Jade. Oh, congrats, Joshua. I know you were struggling with him before. I'm glad you finally came. How many polls did it take you to get him? I'm gonna set my phone here. Prop this up. 45 polls. Hey, that's pretty good, actually. Congrats on that. 45 polls is, I mean, it's pretty decent. If it's under 50, I'd say that's a win. So, congrats for that. Hi, Savon. Welcome to chat. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Dragonheart. I'm not ready for tomorrow. I need that silver card. I was not expecting the next part of the story to drop, like, immediately. I'm a little scared because I also want to pull for that silver card, too. I used the key that I got after finishing the limited missions. Nice, nice. Doing single key pulls. It's, like, even better. Hold on. Gotta give it... Like, where's my third? Yeah, I forgot to set this one up. Alright, hold on. Let's set this one up. The next part's gonna get wild. Yeah, I'm glad he actually split into two parts, because I'm guessing it is that big that you would require two parts for it, which is pretty crazy. And like, I did not expect this event too to be ending so soon. Like, I knew it was going to be a short event, but the fact that they dropped on Friday and then immediately it's like, they're like, oh yeah, this event is ending today. I was like, oh shit, you guys. I have to do the stream tonight or else I'm going to not be able to finish this event. So we have to finish this today. And then the next main story is coming out, but I'll be streaming that on Thursday. It's just everything, all the stories suddenly just dumping all at the same time. And it did an SSR mirror animation. Cool. I feel like it is. I love how it sometimes just like baits you, where you think that you're gonna get the SSR, and then or like you don't see anything, like no indication from the mirror or Grim on the balcony, but then all of a sudden you do get an SSR. But it's really cool when you actually do get the animation. Haven't finished Hearts of Buell. You'll get there. You'll get there. It's pretty big. I think book 7 is definitely a story that we have to pace. Been grinding in Genshin and Honkai. I am still behind in Genshin. I really need to get on that. And hi Fabio. Hi Fabio Garo. I do have, just to let everyone know, I do have two types of streams going on. I still have my regular desktop and vertical stream, so I'm seeing other chats as well. But hello Fabio, welcome to the stream. Gonna go through Twist. If I remember correctly from JP, yeah, this part is huge because we are gonna enter into another battle map. So not my favorite thing in the world, to be honest. Doing the whatever honey bee hive like battle maps were not my favorite things to do in book 7, but I think we are definitely going to be doing that. I don't know which part it cuts off though, if that's split into part 2 or part 1. I'm not too sure. But anyways, we're expecting more battles in any case. Still haven't finished. Yeah. we gotta start it. Don't say anything since I already know what happens. But my lips will be sealed. Yeah, we're gonna avoid spoilers. We're gonna avoid spoilers because this is a big update that will come. Aren't there like 6 battle maps? I think it was pretty huge. It was like, I remember from what I've seen of it, like each dorm is doing a map. So yeah, that makes sense then. if each dorm has their own battle map, that is then indeed 6 maps that we're looking at. And I think they're range too, from like some maps are smaller and then it gets bigger and bigger. I don't fully recall, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. And it will be a very long bridge. Wait, is this the final part? The final part, book 7? So it is the final part, but it is actually split into 2 parts. So it is the almost final part, like this last update. We're gonna have the first half that's gonna get released literally tomorrow, and then the second half is gonna get released, I believe, next week. But yes, this month I think it's the final? Something like that. Oh, book 7 story reminds you of a song, Fall in Love with Me, from Epic the Musical. Which reminds me, I have not seen Epic the Musical yet. I have not actually seen that. But I know it's popular and I've heard a lot of people talk about it. So like, Epic the Musical. Is that something I can watch online? I actually don't really know much about it, except that it has to deal with like mythology. I guess Greek mythology, I assume. And it's a musical. I actually don't know. Where do I go watch it? Final 2 parts of book 7. Yeah. I probably need to level up my cards. I've been really slacking on that. I think I've been slacking a lot gacha games. I'm way behind on the JP server. Like way behind. And then I'm also behind on Genshin, which I'm hoping to catch up over the holidays. Don't worry, it's a really good song. It's basically a story of Odysseus and his adventure. Oh, okay, like that's the Odyssey, right? That's why it's called Odysseus. It's like I remember like vague. Funny enough, I have like vague knowledge of Greek mythology due to a lot of influence from Fate Grand Order, of all places. Epic is mostly songs about the Odyssey. I haven't seen my performance of it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So there are songs that you can kind of find. They're like separate tracks. I wasn't sure it was going to be like a Broadway musical, like kind of how Wicked was. All the songs like a chapter or adventure that the main character. It's really good. Oh, okay. That's kind of interesting if you think about it. Like here we are in the year 2025 or the end of year 2025, but we still enjoy musical and plays about, you know, things like the Odyssey, the Iliad, like just like all the like, Greek mythology. It's really interesting to see that. There's so many also variations of it. There's no live performance. No way, Epic the Musical wasn't made for live performance. Only singing. But they are fan animation. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I can see that. It'd be kind of fun to see people's interpretations or their own animation of the songs. That's cool though. Hi, Shamheart. I wasn't sure to call you Quinn or Shamheart. Maybe I'll call you Quinn. Hi, Quinn. Certainly sick right now, so I thought I'd drop by. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. I hope you get well soon. This is kind of flu season, if that is what you're having, but otherwise, I hope you get better. I'm glad that you still dropped by. Hopefully take your mind off the sickness for a bit. I love Epic the Musical. Yeah, it seems to be very popular, which means I should go check it out. I remember how long it took me to actually listen to the songs from Alien Stage. Like, Alien Stage was like really popular too, and I saw so much of it. And I think it like took me forever until I was like, okay, I'll finally listen to Alien Stage. And I'm like, yeah, the songs are good. Like, they're bangers. So now it's time for me to listen to Epic the Musical. Hi, Lily! Welcome! Hope you're having a good night, evening, day, wherever you are. At least you're not having intestinal pain and severe diarrhea. Oh, I hope... Are you still having issues with that, Dragon? I hope... I hope it's not too bad for you. I know that was a... kind of ongoing thing for you. Welcoming everyone. Got some blueberries here. Or no, but I think I'll set those aside for the time being. Fortunately, my intestines don't hurt anymore. Oh, we still have the diarrhea. I'm sorry to hear. Also, I'm sorry if it's TMI for anyone, but I wish everyone good health. Oh my goodness. There's so many people getting sick, just like that I know of. And it could be the season, it just could be chronic health problems, but I hope that the new year, that'll be the New Year's prayer for everyone. May you all be in good health in the new year. Thanks. Yesterday, the day before, I went to GalaxyCon in Columbus. I got to take a picture with half the cast of Hazbin Hotel. That's cool. They had like the voice actor there. That's pretty neat then, especially when they have like a majority of the cast of a single series go there. That's cool. You got a picture with them though. I hope you didn't have to like line up too long or anything. Because when I got an autograph with like Jong Lee's voice actor in English, his English voice actor, it took me like 3 days at the con to actually be able to meet him in person and then actually get his autograph, get his picture and everything. I'll let the doctors gave when did x-ray. The pain is gone. Oh, that's good. Thank goodness. The appetite is back. Eating like a wolf. That's... it's kind of like my dog. Not to say that you... Like, not to compare you to my dog, but... I don't know if you guys... I probably told you guys. My dog had surgery last Wednesday. So it was like... Or maybe last... Anyways, my dog had surgery. It was really hectic. Dealing with that. He had to get a lot of teeth pulled out, but after his teeth extractions, like, he has been eating so much now. He's doing a lot better and he's been eating a lot of food. Like, he's usually a once a day feeding time as a senior dog, but now he's like eating twice a day, so got a full appetite, constantly hungry. But I'm glad he... it's a good sign when your appetite is back. I usually have a decent immune system. Once I get a common cold. That's why I get burnt out. Yeah, it's interesting because I feel that too. Sometimes if I've been pushing myself for a long time with work, school, or life in general, and I finally go on a holiday and my body relaxes, it's like as soon as it relaxes or it has that holiday, my body's like, okay, we can now get sick. We can now get sick. We're all gonna like collapse now. That's usually when I get sick. As you know, intestines don't have bones. Don't an X-ray. A special drink. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it's I forget the name of the drink. I think it's like the drink that makes it yellow or something. I forget the bear. I want to say it's barium, but I forget it was actually called barium. But yeah, the special thing. Oh, glad your dog is doing good. Yeah, I'm happy he's doing well. Thank you. He's doing a lot. I'm so glad he's doing a lot better. He was actually anemic because of all the blood. He lost a lot of blood because of his bad tooth, so he actually became anemic. So I'm really glad we got the surgery for him earlier than later. Otherwise, I couldn't imagine how much blood he would have lost if we had to wait for the surgery. Be like a couple weeks. So I got a picture of Hazbin Hotel. For the cast members to sign it. Oh, okay. I'm about to meet Charlie's voice actress. Oh, that's nice. I remember watching Hazbin Hotel with its pilot episode. So I watched it. I really liked the pilot episode, and I never got around to actually watching the official full season. So I wasn't. I remember Charlie's voice from the pilot. If she's like the original, if still the same one, or changed the voice actors. The lines are pretty long, but it was worth it. Oh, that's good. That happened when I got back from a camping weekend. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you go on vacation and then you come back on vacation and then you get sick. Oh yeah, barium. Okay, yeah. Barium is the thingy. Almost because of taste. So they put fruit flavors. I just kind of have to chug it. Hey guys, I ran late, but I hope I was well. Hi medic! No, you are still good. We're just chatting here, catching up with everyone. So yeah, it's all good. You are on time. Sorry, Costly Charlie. By the way, it was a new voice actress for Charlie. Oh, okay. So they did change the voice actors because I guess it was such a long period between the pilot episode of Hazbin Hotel and when it actually came out. I guess it makes sense. Okay, horrible tasting medicine. I don't like cherry flavor cough syrup. Like I'm pretty good with like tolerating a lot of meds because I had a lot of used to drinking a lot of bitter medicines like Asian medicines and stuff, and wherever the Barclays really nasty tasting cough syrup, but it's I don't know if I prefer the disgusting cherry cough syrup or the Barclays. They're both kind of bad in their own. I think they got a lot of Broadway actors for the Hazbin show after the pilot. Okay, so they could like get even more experienced people onto the show. Okay, that can make sense. Mint flavored medicine. I don't think I've actually heard of mint flavored medicine before. I didn't know that was actually a thing that you could get in that flavor. They need to come up with new. But you know what? Maybe I should try new flavors. Not to say that I should get sick, but I should try new flavors of like medicines if that actually exists. Because like we should come up with new types of meds. Maybe it should be like a cookie dough ice cream flavor or something. Maybe I'll be more inclined to actually take it. Mint to me are like water and oil. I know some, yeah, mint, I don't know. It sometimes tastes like toothpaste, but other times I do in like mint ice cream. Mint chocolate. I think they even got the lead singer for Fall Out Boy for one of the characters. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess they really managed to get some major casting. I can't stand grape flavor. Yeah, grape is also nasty too. I like it in some cases, but cherry is like the worst one. By the way, finally NyQuil for kids. Hell, where was NyQuil when I was a kid? Yeah, actually, when I think about it, I don't think I've ever had NyQuil until like my adulthood, because like my family never took like NyQuil before ever. And then I got into adulthood and I'm like, okay, what's this NyQuil people talk about? What is this whole like NyQuil chicken that was popping around, or like NyQuil and like song lyrics? I'm like, okay, let's actually try NyQuil when I actually got sick. It tastes nasty, to be honest. It helps me sleep, but then I feel like crap the next day. Hi, Jojo. Oh my god, how do you pronounce that name? Jojo. Jojo Yor. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I think as I got older, I grew to like the cherry flavored medicine, or how the potent taste clears your head. It's like when you inhale like the Vicks, and then it's like it just clears up your sinuses with that really strong, whatever like a scent they put in. I don't know what they put in there. Medicine is supposed to taste good. It's supposed to help you make you better. We don't want people overdosing. True. Just like gummy vitamins, it's actually very easy to eat too many gummy vitamins because they are actually tasty. Really good medicine help you by not coughing so much. Okay, that makes sense. All I know is like the NyQuil, when I drink it, I'm like, I better not have plans the next day because I will feel like crap the next day. Which house in Twisted Wonderland would you be in? Me personally, I would be in Savannah Claw. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't actually see many people say they would be in Savannah Claw, so that's kind of cool. Would you be in like, you just like vibe with the overall environment, or it's just like you're, I know they're kind of past the sporty type jock house. So is it more like you're sporty, you just like the environment? Ah, Scrabia for Zavon, 100. Scrabia is a good one too. Actually, all of them are good houses. It all depends on your personality. Diasomnia for Dragon. I'm not surprised, at the least. Oh, and that's Scrabia too for Edo Girl. I would not be in Hearts Reveal too many rules. I feel that too, actually. It's interesting because I've taken quizzes and I've also seen like the MBTI, like if you're in this type category, you'd be like in this house sort of thing. So I think if I were to be in a dorm, I feel like it would probably be either Octagonal, Pomfure, or Scrabia. One of those three, definitely. I don't see myself in Heartsubial, Savannah Claw, or Diasomnia. But yeah, so Octa, Pom, or Scrabia. Say. But I can't really decide. I can see myself vibing one of three. But I wouldn't even know what to decide. Also, one of my favorite actors, Keith David, is in the show Hazbin Hotel. Oh, okay. I'm not too familiar with Keith David. Oh. Oh, Diasomnia, because of the energy of his members. The other houses may be too intense for me. Gray can work, but you need a green student. Ah, okay. Alias. Combat Diasomnia for life. Yeah, it's like during my school days, I was very much a nerd. I was literally that class president, honor roll student, like grade A, like nerd. That was the student I guess was or is the type of student I am. So I'm like, yeah, I could probably fit in the nerd house as Octagonal. But I do like how Pomfure feels. Yes, it is kind of like a boot camp, but it does push you to be the best version of yourself. So like that I can actually vibe with. And Scrabia just seems kind of fun, I would say. I don't know how I feel about the sand though. If the sand gets everywhere, I might be like, I don't really want the sand. Everything else is good. Then give it a Submit a dragon blowing out my eardrums. Maybe I'll consider someone else. When you think about the Diasomnia, Diasomnia is basically a castle, right? So it's got echo in those halls. But I think like the walls should be pretty sturdy, right? If the castle is made of like concrete, stone material, at least it'll be a little more soundproof, I would say, than having very thin wooden walls. I don't mind the sand as long as it isn't wet, like at the beach. Yeah, I hate it when it gets in like sandals. Subek echoes. You can just hear Subek from down the hall. I'm more into the outdoors. I'm not big into sports, guys. Okay, the outdoors is... That's right, when I think about the dorms, there's not many dorms that are really outdoors. I guess Savannah Claw and Scrabia is kind of halfway outdoors, but there's more like sand and heat. I think we like kind of... I wonder though, I'm like thinking... All the uniforms are nice. I like Pomfure's uniform though. I was trying to think, I'm like, which uniform do I actually like best? Ooh, I would probably say, yeah, it was Pomfure. Pomfure has the prettiest uniform. I would like to wear. Octagonal's not bad. Because I also like wearing suits. That makes my hands up face. His indoor voice needs work. Meanwhile, my friend is like, I like dumb men. It reminds me of that meme. It was like, you're kind of stupid. I like that. But affectionately. In quotations. Dragon is cute like Cybex. That checks out. Playful teasing happening in Diasomnia. In any case, we can continue our chat as we go along in the story. We have books 4 and 5 to cover today, so we are going to finish this before wherever it ends at literally 11:59 Pacific time. Which is enough time for me, thankfully. Alright, we're at the restaurant. It's a nice restaurant. We have like a cliffside view. Ultramarine City Sunshine Bay Restaurant. Ooh, this looks really pretty in the morning too, or daytime. Because we had dinner here at night, but this looks really nice during the day. Everyone's dressed up for the day of the wedding. Early morning bath. Sounds kind of luxurious. Not all hotels have bathtubs, or like nice wide bathtubs. Rim, you're still alive. After that encounter with Georgina, I'm surprised you're still intact. Well, good morning. He does not look so good though. He is not looking so hot. Grim, are you okay? He's so subdued. He's so quiet. What did she do to you? Grim, what happened last night? What did she do to you? Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely close. Definitely besties. I'm super curious what she did. And speak of the devil. I thought about Ignihide as a dorm to go into because I do like tech, but I feel like Ignihide's like too neon blue. It's like too much blue for my eyes. But I'm like, man, the Wi-Fi there must be great. Georgina, I want to know your secrets. What did you do to Grim? How did you make him so obedient? I need to know your secrets. Because when we handle him, he's like a loose cannon. But here he is, being on his best proper behavior. I want to know your discipline tactics. like this background music that's playing. Like grooving to it. Local marketplace every Sunday. Oh, it's like a farmer's market. Sell fresh seafood. Are we going on another food trip? We had so much food in the previous part that are we just gonna eat more? Ram, don't be rude. If mother wishes to join, we should let the mother join. Unusual condiments. Okay, this is interesting. Prostitute. Abroad. Okay. You have the catches on display and smell of fresh baked bread. So this whole place just smells like fish and bread. Is what I'm getting from this. It does sound really good though. Love some fresh sheep. Oh, she wrapped her body in white fabric, belted with rope. Ah, like Ariel. Ariel making her own makeshift clothing. Okay, it's kind of like like back in like Rome with the robes that they have. You can tie it differently. You just drape this fabric over you, tie it how you want. Here you go, Vil. Have some fabric you can wear. I mean, it's Vil. He's gonna look good in it no matter what. Wow, could you imagine? You think long and hard about what, you know, the different gifts, or you think long and hard about what gift to give the Vil Schroenheit, and then you present it to him with all of your heart in that package, and then he's like, "This gift sucks. Can I return this?" No, Rook is just built different. I don't think he would mind if Vil told him that his gift was like crap. I just buy Vil a gift card. Ah yes, gift cards. For those who already have everything and you're like, I have no idea what else to get you. Get yourself. The gift of giving yourself something. Olive oil and lemon. Of course, sea salt. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Micro-. Salt is just ultimately made from dead sea creatures. I think there's like what, sea salt caramel? It's also really tasty in a lot of dishes. Mean like a toga koa? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was like, is it what it's called? Because I was like, oh, I've heard of people incorrectly describe a toga. So I was like, I can picture the fabric of this, like the Roman attire. It's like basically almost like a curtain that you kind of drape over and you tie it in a very specific way. I was just like, is it called toga? I was gonna assume then. Okay, it'll be called a toga. I think of like desserts with salt. Usually it's like, yeah, sea salt caramel is like the most popular one, right? Or like sea salt chocolate. I'm not sure if I've like seen other variations of sea salt. I think it's like most popular in chocolates and caramel. Oh, it's the dingle hopper. The woman who combed her hair with a fork went on to have a happy marriage. Is this like the Western equivalent of putting chopsticks in your hair? Or it's just like, oh yeah, it's using chopsticks in your hair as hairpins? Is that we're just gonna comb our hairs with a fork? Alright. I think they talked about this like when we went to the Atlantica Museum replica of it. Ultra limited edition. Oh, limited edition dingle hopper, guys. Pick one up while you can. Give it to Cater. You know what? I'm pretty sure Cater would vibe with it. I'm sure he would like it. Just take pictures of it. Port Plaza. So yes, I hope you're all enjoying this date outing. We're just going around eating, buying souvenirs. Like a real holiday. Pot, candelabra, clock, spectacle, corkscrew, hourglass. Certainly a lot of things. Oh, okay, I'm like, these sound like just all a bunch of random stuff. Salvage from sunken ships. You know, yes, antiques would be. I don't want to say if it's like wherever junk from the sea. Antiques kind of does make it sound more appealing. Hey. Want to buy some stuff that we found in the bottom of the ocean? Right, the woodwinds. Any flutes in this batch? A snarfblat? What is a snarfblat? Is this actually real? Are they messing with me? What earth is a snarfblat? Is it like the Vuvuzela? Literally gonna start blasting it in Diasomnia? I think it's an instrument. It's all smoking things. Is it a bong? What's a snarfblat? Is it a pipe? Is it like a hookah? Is it a bong? Like what? There's so many different options. Smoking. Okay. Anyways, a snarfblat just sounds like a fake word. It doesn't sound real. Oh yeah, yeah. I imagine your laundry just smells like the ocean. Soap scented with olive and lemon to offset that. Oh, okay. So you wear the clothes here, and it just like smells like the ocean breeze with olive and lemon. Very, very Mediterranean. Well, I want to look at what a snarfblat is. I gotta look this up. Oh, right. Okay, it's the Scuttle calls it a snarfblat, but it's actually basically a tobacco pipe. Just a normal tobacco pipe. Okay, cool. That's not instrument. I guess I can see Lilia smoking, sure. But it's not an instrument. Like, hey, pop music club. What instrument you want to play? I want to play the pipe. Oh, you mean bagpipes? No, I'm just gonna smoke this pipe. True. Merfolk have no reason to do laundry. Are merfolk just all naked all the time? Soap, Marsupial. I guess soap can be a good souvenir. You guys want to see a fan-made animation of Idia doing the Hades scene? May I link it? Yeah, you can go ahead and link it. If YouTube doesn't take it down automatically, like go right ahead. I guess if you like the smell of lemon. But like, what kind of room scents do you guys like? Because for like laundry and stuff. Because I think I like lemon and citrus. Not a huge fan of vanilla scents. Sometimes eucalyptus, maybe not for laundry, but just for like aromatherapy, eucalyptus. But there are some like detergents and room scents that are like more like powder room smells, which I'm like iffy on. I don't know if I like the whatever cotton / powder room baby powder smell. I would kind of take the lemon scent over it. I love vanilla scent. Okay, you guys, Dragon and Savon, you guys are vanilla fans. Like using anything not obnoxious. That's like, there's so many obnoxious smells. It also varies by person too, right? Especially if you're very sensitive to scents, a lot of things might just smell obnoxious. Smell of nutmeg and cinnamon. Ooh. I like to smell nutmeg and cinnamon if it was like for like desserts. If I smelled that in a bakery or like smelled like something else cooking with nutmeg cinnamon, I'd be like, ooh. I'm really picky on like scents for the room. I don't really like a lot of sweet smells if I'm lighting a candle for like the whole room. I probably get food. Yeah, sure. I'll get some. Well, purchasing souvenir. The link post. I do not see the link, so I do not know if YouTube liked that. I'm not sure if it actually went through. It may have gotten like auto removed. I make homemade pumpkin pie. Oh, pumpkin spice for cupcakes. Ooh. Right, because pumpkin spice is just like a combination of different like kind of spices and stuff. I guess it does contain nutmeg. I do like my pumpkin spice lattes. That's all I can say. Oh, the gelateria. Yes, let's go get ice cream. I want ice cream. I want to eat some gelato. Gelato. Gelato is really tasty. I feel like it melts faster. Regular ice cream. Gelato hamburger? What is that? Eating gelato on buns? Wait for sailors to eat it on a rocking ship. I've heard ice cream sandwiches, but not an actual like gelato on a bun. That's interesting. Like I'm imagining it. I know it's probably like a different type of bread, but I'm just imagining like scoops of ice cream on a hamburger. It's like a hamburger bun. It's calling that an ice cream sandwich. Buns have a saltiness that elevates the sweetness of gelato. Okay, so the buns are salty. But I was like, are they like soft? Are they like soft buns, like milk bread, or are they regular hamburger buns? I was like, this is my first time hearing of this. A literal ice cream sandwich. Hmm. Okay, so it's a brioche. So a brioche tends to be a little bit more on the sweeter side. It's like the soft, slightly sweet type of bread. Really light snack. Well, Grimmy, that is your problem. Ate it too fast and gave yourself a brain freeze. This was 100% a him problem. Oh, no, don't eat it so fast. Oh, the YouTube time you out? Oh no. Yeah, I would assume it probably doesn't like links. I didn't see anything come through. tried concha before. Is it kind of like, I've only really had like Asian breads. That's like sweet Asian breads. I gotta look this up briefly. Right. Oh, they look kind of cute. The Mexican sweet bread. I like the looks of it. I never had one. I would try it though, definitely. That's seriously delicious. It's a Mexican sweet bread. Okay. I love how I'm finding out so many foods in this event I've never heard of, because I've just never seen this food before. Yeah, I gotta like keep my eye out if I ever see some of these dishes IRL. Ice cream. Do we have any blue flavors? How would you describe a blue flavored ice cream? Would it be blueberry flavored or just be kind of like raspberry? It's not bad, but I find it to be too sweet. Okay. Okay. A literal sweet bread. Bread with cookie dough on top with a special cookie cutter to look like a shell. Okay, yeah, we call it concha. That's cute. Or sometimes add salt to my ice cream. Adds a bit of flavor, huh? I have never tried that. I've like dipped my I like sometimes I would dip French fries in ice cream, like French fries and soft serve ice cream, but I've never actually tried to put literal salt on it. Amaretti. Regular cookies. Butter and margarine, but these are meringue cookies. Okay, I think I've had an amaretti cookie. Concha is Spanish for concha. Yeah, that's what I call it, concha. French fries with ice cream. I don't know why. Yeah, French fries with ice cream. A little strange. But you think about it, I'm like, why is it that dipping the French fries cream good? It feels like it shouldn't make sense, but it does. Was my message about the artist also muted? Yes, I think, because I only saw your last message being you tried to post without the direct link. I've done that before, it's good. I'm gonna save it for a new SSR Grim. I know it's coming up next month. Oh, I guess. I forgot about SSR Grim. Yeah, it's time to save up. The new year is coming in January, so if you're looking for any SSR cards of the New Year series, then yeah, good time to start saving. Salt and sweet mixed together really good. I guess, yeah. I guess so. There's a lot of salt-sweet combination. Milkshake co-op. Like dipping fries in milkshake? I think dipping fries in milkshake is actually also really tasty. I haven't had a lot of milkshakes though, but I do like chocolate-based milkshakes. It's just chocolate flavors. I'm trying to get one of these. I always get a Frosty and some fries. Yeah, I was thinking too, like specifically like the McDonald's sundaes. Like I get the McDonald's chocolate sundaes. Sometimes just like dipping my McDonald's fries in it and just eating it that way. But yeah, the Frosty also works really well good as well. Blizzards are a little too hard to really dip your fries in, but like Frosties are still soft enough. Crystal Ray draws on the bird site. Look up Idiot Shroud. Okay, I saw that message that time. Like Crystal Ray draws. Huh, I'm already. Yeah, it's got bitterness and sweet. They use both sweet and bitter almond. Interesting. Nice little balance. Not crunchy like a cookie, nor spongy like souffle. Oh, okay. More like macaron. I'm actually very picky about my macarons. There's a lot of macarons that I don't enjoy eating, especially the ones from like grocery stores. They just don't taste good to me. I'm like really bougie about it. Like my favorite macarons are from La Durée. And La Durée is like a, I guess, brand, I suppose, of macarons that are originally from France. But La Durée has branches all around the world. And I really like their macarons. But now every other macaron I eat is like inferior to La Durée. And like I've eaten like Costco macarons, I've eaten like grocery store macarons, and a lot of times they just don't really taste good, or like the flavoring they use is very artificial. There's like very few brands of macarons, I would say, that I've eaten that I actually like, but La Durée, they are expensive macarons, but they are good. If you ever get a chance to try them, their stores are really pretty. It's very like bougie, French fancy type like sweets shop, but they're really good. Yeah, get it from Apple. I don't remember. I think Apple likes the yakiniku, but I still don't remember if he actually enjoys macarons or if that's just like a cover. I tried coffee flavored macarons and it didn't taste good. Oh, that sucks. I think you have to find like an actual good macaron brand. There's a lot of poor tasting macarons out there. You gotta find like good, like artisanal ones, I guess. Blue flavor ice cream kind of tastes like vanilla ice cream without vanilla flavor. Okay. Like blue Cosmo, blue cookie dough. I've never heard of blue ice cream. I thought it was like, you know, like when you get blue Gatorade or blue like nerd candy or something. Or like, you know, blue raspberry. Vanilla but without vanilla. Huh. Why would you do coffee flavor anything? Hey, coffee flavor... There's some good coffee flavor desserts out there. There's like... I want to say like tiramisu, but like tiramisu is more like a liqueur. It's like a alcohol than a coffee. But there are some like good like coffee-based desserts, but I think you have to do it right. That's only if you actually like the taste of like milk coffee. If you drink coffee or if you don't like coffee even with milk in it, milk and sugar, then yeah, it's probably not gonna taste good. I don't like coffee in general. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If you're not a big fan of coffee in general, then it's probably not gonna taste very appealing. Prefer tea. Tea flavors are tasty. I really like matcha. I feel like matcha has been like a really big thing lately. Like I've always liked matcha, but it's really funny seeing how like in recent years matcha has been like a huge, like even bigger thing now that like Japan's having a matcha shortage because I don't know, too many people are getting into matcha now. We're having a shortage of matcha in Japan. Love coffee with sugar and milk. Yeah, I like lattes. I'm a big fan of macchiatos, lattes. Ayayo Maliha. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ayu Maliha. Hello. You guys are in the vertical street. Dog barks. Yeah, my dog is huffing. You know how pets can be. I'm not paying attention to him, so he's huffing at me now. I actually don't like matcha. It's the one tea I don't like. Too strong and earthy. Ah, yes. Matcha had those... So, there's actually different grades of matcha. And like, lower grade matcha tastes a lot more bitter. And like, a lot more grassy. There's actually two... I feel like there's actually two types of matcha that come from different areas. And there's actually a specific type of matcha that tastes less grassy, if that is like the main thing you find. But if you're drinking matcha straight without anything, then you want higher quality, like higher grade matcha, like maybe around like ceremonial grade. And if you're just like making matcha lattes with like a lot of milk and sugar, then it's okay to use the lower grade. But it can be pretty strong if you're just drinking matcha, like you're not putting like the ratio of milk to it, the balance that you like. I have coffee. Sometimes coffee flavor stuff tastes good. There's like coffee candies. Like what's it they call, like the kopi? I think kopi is one type of coffee candy that like pretty tasty. This game is called Twisted Wonderland. So it is a gacha game, but it is very story heavy. It's got an anime right now on Disney Plus, so you can check it out. Twisted Wonderland. It has been around for 5 years now. It's been around for 5 years. It's got English and Japanese server, and it kind of features like I would say like Disney villains, but they're like twisted from Disney villains. Not so they got like parallels to it, but they aren't exactly villains. Yeah, blue ice cream is a thing. Google it. I'm not talking to you. Okay, I'm gonna look at this. I'm learning so much. I'm learning so many different flavors and foods and like I've never heard of. Well, the groom is... Okay, the groom actually knows how to row properly. Right, rooting for you. Of course you do, Riddle. I believe in you, Riddle. We're gonna flip that couple over. We're gonna turn this boat. Of course, Grim has to tease the two newbies. Yeah. I mean, Riddle and Malleus can finally get their training, put the training to work now. That's book 4! We are now into book 5! The wedding is almost upon us. We're at the race course. Get ourselves acquainted with the bride and groom. I mean, when I run out of coffee or creamer, I sometimes use milk for my coffee. Lots of sugar. Yeah, I usually just put like just milk, sugar. I tried the Starbucks creamer once, but it was like too sweet for me because I actually drink my coffee black most of the time. So I'm just drink my coffee black, and then occasionally I'll add like milk and sugar into it. So we're meeting the bride and groom. Oh my god, they're like the lovey-dovey, like overly sweet type of couple. They're completely off in their own world. Ugh. I love it. They're like, ew. A loving couple is getting married together, and they're like all making all these poetic notes and like little kissy faces at each other. Gross. I like Georgina's look. Yeah, she looks... Georgina's so beautiful. Those lovey-dovey. Yeah. Turn that boat. Happy couples can't exist. We're like, no, we're gonna nuke them into the water. Okay, so like you join a story and when you complete, you get materials and awards. Yeah, so this is what I'm playing right now is an event story. So when I'm playing through the stories with the characters from the game, and then I collect materials, and then the materials I can use to like build furniture in my little guest house. So we get rewards for completing chapters, but most of the time, a lot of this game is a lot of reading and just enjoying the story and the characters in it. Very much like a visual novel, I'd say. A very low-key, non-grinding game. I'd say non-grinding, but there is a lot of auto-grinding. The groom will be rolling away a tuxedo. That'd be like hard to row in a tux. Like imagine you buy yourself a really nice suit for your wedding, and you're like dressed to the nines, and then you wear your very nice suit, and then they toss you into the seawater. I get someone to make comics. I'm gonna make Descendants X Twisted Wonderland series with some of my Descendants. So see, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of people make like OCs or based off of like Disney's Descendants. A lot of crossovers with other series. But it makes sense with this Disney Descendants. I think I was watching a Twist anime and then Disney Plus started recommending me the Descendants like right after it. Totally chill, just trying to be supportive of Jade's endeavors. He wants to do this. He wants to really be part of this event. To cut them any slack. Yeah, that's right. They're being all lovey-dovey. We gotta make sure to really rock that boat. Watch anime? You know, Blue Lock. Yeah, I do. I watched a lot of different animes, seasonal and non-seasonal as well. And like Blue Lock is, I am caught up with Blue Lock, but I'm like an anime-only Blue Lock watcher. Really did enjoy it. I know it's a Blue Lock game as well, but I don't think that was as popular. Or I haven't really heard much about it. Alright, we got planned this route here. Happy couple rode their rowboat, whisper sweet nothings to one another. 6 separate boats. Yes, we'll give a trials. Throwing things at their boat, splashing them with water, and jabbing them with oars. But nothing we do must cause any... Of course, like you can't just throw things at the bride and groom. It doesn't really specify what you can throw at them. Like, can you just throw crabs or something? And then... Oh, just toss some crabs. Some fish. Yeah, but the manga is so cool. Yeah, I've seen like images of the Blue Lock manga. It is like it's really good for sure. The anime has been on and off. I know people meme about its animation quality, but like especially in season 2. Season 1 was really good though. It was really good. I really hope if they do another season, it'll be well animated or better animated than the second season. Lost crabs, like that's a casual thing. Those claws just are for showing off. I mean, it's one of those like you could toss it and there's enough of a nuisance that it will distract them, but it's still, you know, nothing too crazy. My god. This couple here. Alright, everyone, let's get to work. Gotta take this couple down. My thaw marks. And we're going on to this fine day. The waters are clear, the sky is beautiful. What a great day to do some trials for the soon-to-be newlyweds. I'm like, who rows the boat? Is it just the groom rowing, and then the bride kind of just sits there, or are they both rowing? I feel like it'd be more a trial if both of them are rowing at the same time, because then you actually have to be in sync for rowing a boat. You're gonna love Descendants. Okay, yeah, I've seen stuff of like Descendants, but I haven't actually checked it out. It was just like in the recommendations. A water gun. Everyone, start firing! We're gonna open fire on them. I have a little experience. Everyone just pulling out the guppy guns and just going pew 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 with the little itty bitty water guns. What the games you love, I can ask. My games I enjoy, they are Twisted Wonderland, which is what I'm playing right now. I play a lot of indie games, or stream a lot of indie games. I play Genshin, a lot of otome games and dating sims, especially on this channel. And then I also like playing. I enjoy the Persona series, the Ace-Attorney series, the Yakuza series. Trying to think. A lot of Japanese like RPGs types of games. I also really like silly, whimsical games as well. I'd say. Just splashing them with cold seawater. My main son's OC, her dad is Scar from Lion King. And her friends went to just ranch and she follows all of you, Leona. I mean, don't blame her. I remember like being my first time with Twisted Wonderland. I remember thinking like, yeah, Cruel and Leona were like really attractive. We're like, okay, spraying them down with water guns is only the appetizer, the aperitif. It's time to now bring our main course onto this. Attack them. What your level in Genshin? I forget my adventure rank, to be honest. I think I am like 2 or 3 adventure ranks below the max. But like a lot of my characters are like level 89 or 90, or some of the 5 stars that I like. Oh my god, so lovey-dovey, so cheesy. AR max is 60. Oh, okay. I forget. I feel like I'm like 58 or 59 adventure ranking. Yeah, probably like 58 or 59 adventure ranking. We're like, okay guys, make it stop. They're being too lovey-dovey. We need to bring on some extra heat and water. Amazing Malleus. Orcall looks like a massive tree. Jay, do not. Malleus is way too strong and OP. He probably flipped the boat by himself. Be like, oh, okay, I'll just make the water pillar even taller. And it's like, good thing we're on water, not land. You can probably kill someone. Nice, 56. Like I was on 56 for a year. Oh, okay. Yeah, it took me a while to get my adventure rank. And then I didn't, but also I didn't play Genshin for like a full year. So because I didn't play Genshin for like a full year, I'm actually really behind on a lot of the updates. So it's like trying to play catch up now. Like I'm still in the very beginning of Not Cry. I have not gotten through a lot of the recent story. I love the I think it's funny there's all the whooping and cheering going on the back. Why is there fire? Brooke, are you serious? Ah, Steam. I literally thought he was gonna set their boat on fire, and I was like, whoa, we are getting way too intense with this. Oh my god. Ugh, these normie couples. Go step on a landmine and explode. I somehow hit AR-60 in Genshin. I'm behind too. You know, I made limit my gachas, Twist, and FGO. Yeah, I had to drop FGO because I couldn't keep up with it. And I'm basically, it's limited to Twist and Genshin for now, but there are other gacha games coming out I know I'm going to be involved in. Which is like, actually there is a new, like, I think Josei Muke game that's getting released in like 2 days or something. Which I was like, oh, okay, it kind of came out of nowhere. So I'm definitely going to look more into that. It just didn't have much marketing at all. Wedding about to become a horror film. Yeah, I thought he was gonna set the boat on fire. I'm like, are you gonna make him jump overboard? I'm behind FGO, but playing as a field. The title, I think it's called like Valkyrie Knight or something. Is like a Josei Muke game, but it also has like R18 elements in it. So it's kind of like What in Hell is Bad in terms of like the ratings, but the art looks really tame, so I have no clue what to expect from it so far. I was waiting for Shinazaya, but on PS4, so I can't play it. Yay. Oh, does Genshin not on PS4? Or did they discontinue Genshin on the PS4? Was that what it was? I know did they discontinue it on there? Oh yeah, true. No one can see what's happening. It's all foggy. Except for Rook. He's like, Rook's like, I'm built different. I can see through fog. I have more than multiple pairs of binoculars. We're rotten to the core, baby. Yeah. That is NRC. I'm surprised how calm the couple is in this scenario. Well, they are expecting these trials. They're kind of like, yeah, bring it on. With the power of love, we can overcome any trial tossed our way. Jay could use that mist to torment the couple. That sea monster shot. True, you know, they can like have like, if you want to jump in the water and start being a eldritch horror creature. On 2026 it'll be gone. Oh, okay, so Genshin is actually being taken down on the PlayStation Network. That's a shame. Because I always played on PC, but it's convenient having it on the PlayStation sometimes, so that's unfortunate. That kind of sucks. Especially how huge Genshin is when you download it. Like, if your PC isn't up to snuff, it is actually very hard to play with this, with how huge that game is and all the constant updates. Triangulating their location. Okay, Rook, we're not all like you. Rook is just a completely different creature. I'm not surprised if Rook knows echolocation as well. Like, I'm pretty I'm willing to bet this guy can hunt in the dark. Like, I feel like he can just use echolocation and be able to find you that way, even if he can't see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, Riddle and Malleus can't see through the fog, so they're probably gonna crash. Oh. It's like, this was a calculated move, but boy, am I bad at math. This is gonna be Rook's fault. Makes it hard to see anything. I can't roll like this. No, not the newbies. I'm leaving, but can I ask a last question? Yeah, go ahead, Ayub. I may have an answer to your inquiry. Sorry. Oh, just collided with mine. The other way. Oh no! Oh, they're not gonna be able to progress far. What's your name on Genshin? I'm pretty sure it's Koa. Either Koa or Koa Mio. Same as my YouTube name. My VTuber name. I am Koa Mio. I believe it's that. I haven't checked my friend status in a long time. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound like a good thing. Oh no! Oh, it's like the Titanic. How tragic. Okay, bye you. Thanks for coming by the stream. Nice chatting with you. When worlds collide. Oh la la! Oota la! Have people watching this happening? Oh no! It was Rook's boat that got flipped over. He was the first to go. Sorry, what's that game title again? Valkyrie? I believe is Valkyrie. Right? Oh, wait. I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm gonna look this up so I can recommend this properly. Because I saw it on my Twitter, and it's such a new game, so hold on. I want to make sure this is, because there's too many Valkyrie games. Okay, Valkyrie Heart. That is what you're looking for. Valkyrie Heart, and it is on a website. I'm not joking, you guys. Please don't bonk me for this. This pre-registration for this game is on a website called Play Horny. Okay, I'm not making this up. Do not bonk me for it. This is actually where the game is on. It's on that website called Play Horny. He's not hurt, is he? You gonna be able to get back on his boat? Oh wait, I see you're short. You got Flint. I got Arlecchino C1. Free to play, by the way. Oh, nice. I'm a free to play Genshin player as well. I was really happy to get Flint. I also really love Arlecchino. Arlecchino is one of my top characters. Top Genshin faves. He's there. Rook Hunt, just bobbing in the water. His hair bob. I'm surprised. I thought Rook would be a good swimmer. Why are we? Ah, Rook, he's gonna pick himself back up from it. The fog has casualties. We had collateral damage from the fog. It's all your fault, Rook. Thanks, I want to try looking up on my app store. Guess that's why I can't find it. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have it on the Play Store later. Like, I'm not sure. I'm hopefully, but I know, but because it is like an R18 game, I'm guessing it's on a different platform. Hosted. Okay, bye, Ayub. Thanks for popping by. Rook's plans backfire. I'm like, where's the bride and groom? Are they like super far ahead at this point? Hope the wind isn't too strong. You're gonna rock the boat. A barrel. Oh no! See you later, by the way. Okay. Laters! Take care in the meantime. I've been losing all my 50-50s. Read something of drop in Genshin. Oh yeah, gacha mechanics is so rough. But it's funny too, cause like FGO was my first gacha, and FGO's gacha I feel is still one of the most brutal gacha banner RNGs out there. Like, playing that game for 4 years without any pity was extremely rough. But like, losing 50-50 also really sucks, especially when I try to be as free to play as possible. Riddle just putting up barrel obstacles. I can't get into playing gacha. I'm too broke. It can be hard. Like, I am as free to play as possible. I think the only game I actually spend on is Twist because I play so much Twist. But other gacha games, I don't really spend anything on it. Even Genshin, I may have bought like a pack once, but I don't even get the monthly pass for Genshin. I do for Twist. I did spend money on FGO before though. Had some banners I really wanted. Even for Love and Deep Space, I was like, I think I only ever played free to play for Love and Deep Space, but it can get really hard if you have multiple guys that you like in Love and Deep Space. Oh, the groom is just too skilled. Funny maneuvering. Like, okay, Rook is out of the picture here. And then the others are still around though. Like, unfortunately, Riddle's barrel tactics did not not succeed in the way he would have liked. Oh no, no more barrels. Oh, what's happening? Jay, no! Goodbye, Riddle. Goodbye. He didn't give him advance warning, he just launched him. No, no, this is very much critical for the lover's trial. Trust me on this. Oh my god. No! He just said that straight to his face. Goodbye, Riddle. Your sacrifice shall not be in vain. Oh no! Mutiny within the crew! It's friendly. I'll demand the bride and group of having a grand old time. Like, aw, the explosions of their magic. So romantic. They're into it! They're super into it. I guess every time he's launching spells, it's probably a boat. Oh. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Riddle. He's down. I love how everyone's like, oh guys, free entertainment. Amazing. He's pretty smart about schemes. I'll give him that. He knows, he plans. Making full use of Riddle's rage. I'm sorry, Riddle, you lose this round. We can't blame him, it's his first time probably in a boat in the water. He's so short, we can't even see his head above the speech bubble. He's clinging. Oh, what? What's Malia's gonna do? Is he setting a tornado? Here's my gift to you. Natural disasters. He's just egging him on. Yeah, just make bigger waves. Don't worry, they'll love it. Oh, uh-oh. Here it comes. Oof. We gotta add this. We gotta catch it in 4K. Of course, he just teleported. Don't want to laugh at him, that's so fun. Ugh, no wet Malleus. Ooh. It's all up to you now, Jade. We've lost members along the way. Like, oh. Bet, huh? He took that one personally. He's gonna bet on that. We get a twist tune from this. Okay. Interesting. I think Jake could have done this a little easily. He just wants some laughs. Yeah, it's not fun if it's just him doing all the work. He's gotta have everyone toss everything they've got at the couple. Oh my. Some people would pay for that service. Foul of the rule. Oh no, Jade is still in the game. He can do it. I gotta make sure they let them. The couple has to let their guard down before Jade strikes. You can do it, Jade. It's all up to you now. He's like, alright, this is the final show. Prepare yourselves. There's a Bride and groom. Oh. Oh no! There goes the boat! Oh, it's kind of cute to see this all play out in a chibi sequence. Oh, he transformed! Oh. The groom is doing such heavy lifting. He's like, yay, I flipped it over! Success! Like, oh, I love when he just jumps out of the water like that. The flying fish. There he is. This tune was really cute. Really strong. I mean, both of them are born enough to capsize. Oh. Grim. He's like, yo, that's messed. He just transformed and flipped the entire boat by himself? Yes, he did. Yeah. That's just how he is. He's just really strong. Like that. And here he is! Emerged from the water, completely drenched. He just comes back like nothing happened too. It's like, hey guys, how's it going? Like nothing happened. Yeah, they didn't include the dripping water for whatever reason. It was too much, you know. Jade emerging out from the water. His clothes and hair sticking to his skin, him being completely dripping wet. They couldn't do that. It would have been too scandalous. They had to remove water droplets. It's too wet for the audience. They had to they had to take it away. He's just like, yes, he was just waiting for this the entire time. That's the image. Yeah, Wet Jade was too much for the audience to handle. They had to nerf him somehow. Like, he'll be more than happy to be of service again. At least they're happy. Okay, it's all about the trials of love. Good work, everyone. You did it. Aww, proud mother. That's so sweet. A proud mama. What do you say? So I guess they have to get changed and like put on the wedding ceremony. That's crazy though. If you think about how much work goes into your makeup and like clothes for your wedding, and then you like you flip over in the water, and then you like have to redo your whole makeup for your wedding ceremony and like get dried. What a thrill that was. Amazing work. Yeah, that's such a lie. That is such a lie. I love how he's like, hey, if you ever get married to a merfolk, yes, you have to do the ceremony and you have to invite him. Real dang unlikely. Hey, Grim, you never know who you're talking to here. There's 3 bachelors, they're all merfolks that I happen to be fond of. You never know. I call dibs on being co-op bridesmaid. Oh, thanks. You want to attend my wedding? You want to be part of my wedding ceremony with potentially one of 3 of the Octagonal boys. I love how he's like all the implications that he gives. Just like his coincidental meetings. Like, oh, I'm sure. Getting married to either of the Twills, you'll definitely see this occurrence again. And they sailed away with the rainbow. Aww. The end. They lived happily ever after. So cute. Oh, yay! I got Rook. He's official now. Officially on the roster. You earned Hopeless Romantic. Oh my god. God, that's I like that. Book cleared! Yay! We finished! We did it, you guys! Books 4 and 5 were, I think, a little shorter than book 3. But that was fun! I enjoyed it! It was a really cute event. Yeah, I gotta collect more. I still gotta farm more coral, and I'm like, crap. I got like 500 pieces. Okay, I only need 100 more. I should be able to make it by the end of this night. That should be fine. But I'll farm it. But yeah, that was a super cute event. Oh, I liked it. It was so sweet. So much food and sightseeing and stuff that went on. Jade just looked really good throughout this event, so this was a real treat for any Jade fans, including myself. Whole event just felt like a date with the boys. It was really nice. It was like very, very light, very fun. Makes me really want to go on a gorgeous vacation date in the Mediterranean. Definitely a date with Malleus. Of course. Even dressed for the occasion. Super cute and Jade were some words. I'm sure many didn't predict mixing. He was really cute in this event though. He was so excited to be part of the Forever Float. And then like being the tour guide for us. Now we return to heartbreak and tension for book 7. Yeah, it's like when you like go on vacation and then you come back from vacation and like everything's on fire at work. That's kind of like what it's gonna be. But that's like for... It's like, yeah, we came back from vacation, guys. What's happening in the twist? And it's like, oh, okay. Malleus is gonna go back to putting the entire island under their spell. I'm just gonna take a moment and put my dog out as he's being really, really fussy. I'll be right back. BRB. BRB. Okay, I have returned. I am back now. Not ready for the climax. Oh, of like, yeah, oh. I can't believe book 7 is ending. Like, it's been a long journey and we're like finally seeing the end. I am curious because book 8 is coming out in January on the JP server. So we're gonna see the end of book 7 on EN and start book 8 on JP. So it's gonna be really exciting. See what this what is in store for us in the upcoming year. I doubt Malleus will ever go to therapy, but dang, doesn't need it right now. That applies to so many of the Twisted Wonderland characters. Like, I feel like majority of the Twist cast just needs therapy. But they're all too stubborn to go to therapy, but they could use therapy. Everyone needs therapy, yeah, honestly. Even if you don't think you need therapy, even if you don't think you're at that stage where it's bad enough that you get therapy, therapy is still good. Still good to have. Which I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Night Raven College isn't putting enough funds into counseling and therapy. I mean, I remember Riddle at some point did mention after the Overblot that they, or like after book 6, that they got some form of therapy or counseling, but this is kind of glaze over it. They don't really talk about it. I know they all need therapy. Specifically in book 7, Malleus needs it the most. Yeah, because on the scale of up to Malleus Draconia, how well do you cope with the possibility of loss? And the answer is not very well. So he, yeah, it was kind of like extreme measure, but we'll just have to beat some sense into him, like as per the usual Twist tradition. We just have to beat some sense into the boys, just like what's happening in the Hearts of Beale anime at the moment with like Riddle. It's like, ah yes, we're just gonna beat Riddle up and then he'll change his ways for the better. And so, yeah, the Malleus boss fight, I basically left myself mostly spoiler free of the last part of book 7. So I'm super curious on seeing what the final showdown with Malleus is like. And like kind of seeing the aftermath of it. But I'm also very curious about book 8 that follows after, because at this moment we know absolutely nothing about book 8. Like we had like book 7.5 or something, but like we just don't know what's going down in book 8. It's a complete surprise, so when it actually drops to JP, I'm sure it's gonna kick up some fuss, because no one knows what's happening. What I do like with the anime is that they're showing bits and pieces of Riddle's trauma. Yeah, it's interesting to see it animated. It was like Riddle's trauma is mentioned in the game, but I feel like in the manga and the anime, even like reading it in the novel, you kind of get like a more in-depth like descriptions and images of what Riddle had to deal with. It's like the symptoms of extreme helicopter parent tiger mother. It's also like, yeah, we think about the Hearts of Beale anime. Hearts of Beale anime is gonna be ending soon. I feel like it literally just started, but already the anime is gonna be like, it's almost there. Which I'm like, no, it feels too soon. This anime should be like 50 episodes. Not whatever. I know Hearts of Beale arc is really small in general. But I was like, oh, it feels like it's not enough. Not enough yet. It doesn't feel enough. So sad. It literally just feels like it started. Maybe we can meet up with other schools. Yeah, I want to see more of RSA. I feel like RSA could be like an untapped branch or side story that they could go more into. They want to continue with the storyline. It ends next week, sadly. Oh no, that feels so soon. That feels way too soon. Yeah, at least the next season. We do know the next season is coming out. We just don't know when. Because I'm like, oh, I want to see more the Twist anime. Sure. We had like so much that was like, we had so much fed to us. It was like glorious. But now I feel greedy. Now I want more. The Blazing Jewel concert was really fun. The anime has been great. All this good content. I'm like, yes, please keep feeding. His mother or something else. How is the anime being handled, by the way? Is book 2 gonna start right away? Or is there break? I'm not sure actually, because the anime for Hearts of Beale is gonna be ending soon. They already announced that book 2 is gonna be coming out, but we don't know when exactly So I don't know if they do a little break, if they'll release book 2 at some random point next year. It's just in production, so that could be anything. It could be like immediately after Hearts of Beale. It could be like a year later. But I mean, they've taken like 4 to 5 years to develop the anime, so I assume they already had season 2 kind of like almost done at this point. But I could be wrong. They could just like continue teasing us and stringing us along. Oh yeah, so I don't know if the trailer maybe at the end of the Hearts of Beale last episode we'll get more info. I hope CL actor voices you in book 2. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get Yuka, which I really like Yuka. So I'll be curious to see too, because I'm like, we don't really have that many female voices in general in with. But I do want to see, yeah, like season 2, and then of course, you know, I want to see my boys and Octavio season 3. But I've Scarabia arc is still ongoing, of course. But I'm like, how are they gonna do like book 6 and 7? I feel like we'll never. I feel like book 6 and 7 are gonna take so long for the manga that the anime is just gonna be like another 5 years before we see it. Which is like, GG, Diasomnia stands. You got it's always a long wait for you guys. The dorm that has to wait the longest for everything. Look forward to the possibility of you and Grim keeping Leona all night being animated. Yeah. All the noises they make outside his door. I ain't got no sleep because of y'all, and y'all not gonna sleep because of me. Just banging pots and pans, singing at full volume. Just Grim screeching at the top of his lungs. I do want to see that though. Who's the you for book 3 again? I think his name is Yuta? Yuta, who he's like a slightly chubby guy who works at like a Chinese restaurant. He's a nice guy though. And he's like a really good cook. So like that's book 3. I didn't get SSR Sea Jade, but I did get SSR the form build SSR Ignion. Oh no! Oh no, Roberta, that is some spooks there. I'm sorry to hear. At least you didn't come out of it empty-handed. You still got some SSRs. As long as like they weren't like dupes, and you can say you got something out of it. I heard that Yuta is a total sweet guy. Yeah, he really is. Yuta is just like a gentle, sweet guy who, like, he's serious about food and not wasting it. He's really good at cooking, and like he's a softie. He's a softie. So all the Yus are really fun in their own way. I also really like the Scarabia's you as well. Like Yuna, was it? Yeah, Yuna. Yuna is just, I love the fact that she's like Gyaru. It's like, it was unexpected, but I love that. Be hard to counter a group of schemers until he loses sleep, maybe. Yeah, it's really interesting the types of Yus they have that are like kind of in parallel, but also it's like opposites of the Overblotter. Because like because Yuken is very straight-laced, sporty guy, you know, but he's also like very gentle leader of as being the captain of the Kendo team, versus Riddle being the absolute like dictatorship that he is. Yuka being strong. I don't want to say strong, independent women, but because they're all kind of strong in their own ways. But Yuka being like the tough, more boyish looking girl who's not defined by gender norms. It's kind of cool to see that. Yuta being a softy, chubby guy who, you know, not concerned, loves food and not concerned with his self-image. Yuna and Callum are basically same energy and vibe. Honestly, yeah, those two are like, they pair so well with each other. But much to Jamil's dismay. Gyarus are cute. They're kind of making a comeback in anime lately. Yeah, I've been noticing that. I mean, there's always been like Gyaru girls in like kind of male-oriented type animes I've seen, but I love that. I love that Yuna is like Gyaru, and she's just like got her own cool fashion and gives everyone nicknames. I love her nicknames for everyone. So funny. I love you in book 1. He's such a sweet, strong guy. Yeah, it's kind of funny because like Yuken seems like such a, when you look at him, he seems like really plain, straight-laced, kind of like almost like you expect him to be the stoic type, kind of like Mori from Ouran High School Host Club. But then like he actually is like a really sweet person that like, yeah, he's strong, but he's also very much he feels like a mentor almost. He's got very senpai vibes. Like when he tells Ace that it's his fault and he needs to apologize. Or when he's like, you know, telling Deuce how when like Deuce was upset about losing his temper, he's like kind of reassuring to him. So it's really nice to see that. He's like a good leader type, which I guess is to be in juxtaposed with how Riddle was in the Hearts of Steel arc. He was a hot, to be honest. They're all such cool characters. I love all of them so far. Like every U has their own very distinct personalities, but they all are like fun characters. So I'm actually really curious on what the U's would be like for the rest of the books, right? Because we only know up to 4. So like, you know, Pomfure, Ignihai, Diasomnia. I'm curious what type of U would be the ones to stand beside overblotters of that chapter. Because there's so many ways to interpret it too. And also we finally get to hear Jamil English actor. Yeah! Poor Jamil has barely any lines except making noises and sighing. But we did finally get to hear him in a chibi short, and he sounds as stressed as he looks. That is for sure. I feel bad for Jamil. The poor guy really does just seem really stressed 24/7. I assume we have to wait for the U for book 5. You're still in the book 4. Yeah, so book 4, because book 3 was done. Book 2 is almost done. They were a little delayed. Book 4 is still ongoing. I'm curious what they're gonna do for book 5 for Pomfure. Assuming they keep like jumping between genders, maybe a guy, like a male character. It'll take decades for the U's in book 6 and 7, yeah. I think we'll be lucky if we ever see who the U is in book 7. It's gonna definitely take a while unless they really cut out a bunch of stuff, which do not want cut out stuff. But I'm like, if you think about it, yeah, all the U's are going through different shit. Like they're going through things. They have to deal with these overblots, which suck. But book 6 and 7 U's really have to deal with some shit. If you think about it, like book 1 is like, okay, we have the dorm leader who's a little bit too strict on the rules, and his dorm mates are scared of him. They're like, yeah, it sucks, but you know, it's okay. And then book 6 is yeah, our classmates got captured by a non-government organization and we have to go rescue them. Also, yeah, they're opening the gates to the other worlds and releasing all these monsters that might reset and destroy the world. You're like, the stakes are a little bit different here. The stakes are much higher by the time we get to book 6 and 7. Pretty crazy. At least they don't go through it by themselves though. Yeah, they say all the youths still have, you know, the support of the characters, which is really funny. I feel like seeing the different levels of like what is at stake. Also, Ben is doing an amazing job as Grim. Grim has been very cute in the anime, I have to say. Like, Grim is a gremlin, but in the anime, he's got such like he's actually such a cute. Especially too, yeah, with the voice acting. We got to see Chenya in the most recent episode, which is also really fun to see. Like, yay, Chenya! We get to actually see you move and talk. I forget who was doing Chenya's voice. I want to say like wasn't it the voice actor for Floyd's also doing Chenya's voice? I know like there's double dipping in a lot of their roles. Yeah, Grim. I like Grim's voice. Doing well so far. Same with Riddle's voice. Just listening to him too as he like gets angrier throughout the episodes. I'm like, yeah, he's doing a good job. Ben again in future conventions. Yeah, I'm still keeping an eye and ear out for any Twst voice actors that may be coming to future conventions. I would keep a lookout. Because it'd be quite cool to just be able to get an autograph. Maybe some of my merch signed. No, Chenya is Damian Mills. Oh, okay. Right, okay. That's Damian, okay. I will overblot Silver don't come home. For your sake, Yui, I hope he does. I hope you get Silver in the first 10 poll. I am sending you good gacha vibes from here. Remember when Ben was announced to convention where I lived? Remember my face and name after 2 years. That's insane. Especially when you only meet someone once. That's actually such a great skill to have that I wish I could have. Being able to remember people's faces and names. That's kind of cool that you remember even after that like 2 years. I think Floyd's the guy who does Freddy. Yeah, I know he is in Five Nights at Freddy. Freddy Fazbear. It's also Floyd. It seems very fitting. Yeah, Kellen Goff. Yeah, because I know a lot of the extra voices and the teachers are being voiced by the main cast as well. I get so honored. That's like pretty cool. I haven't been to that many autograph signings because mostly at a convention I'm like really busy browsing through things or attending panels, so I'm not really lining up for autograph sessions. But funny enough, years back, I did meet Michael Tatum, hello, Michael J. Tatum, or J. Michael Tatum, what I'm saying. So I did meet Michael Tatum. I have like an autograph somewhere from him, like way back, probably around Black Butler era. And then I have I forget who's the voices of. I'm like blanking out names. Sometimes I'm like, hold on, who did I meet? Oh yeah, it was Michael is such a sweetheart when he did the voice of Sebastian Lance almost fainted. He does such a good job. So it's really funny seeing Crowley being voiced by Michael, where I'm like, oh my god, it feels like it's coming full circle somehow. After like all this time. Hi Connie! You made it to the stream, yes! Hello! We did finish book 4 and 5 of the event, but we're just kind of casually chatting now and after going through the story of the event. We're talking about the Twisted Wonderland anime and the English dub. So yeah, the fact is like I have Michael Tatum's autograph somewhere. I also saw Chris Hackney. He was the voice of Ayato from Genshin. So I have his autograph as well in my office. And then the one I really worked for was Keith Silverstein, the English voice of Zhongli from Genshin. I have 2 autographs from him because I had a hard time getting his autograph and during one of the conventions. I just watched the Zootopia 2 yesterday. Nick keeps reminding me of Ace. You know what? I can kind of see it. I can get that kind of vibe. I see it from like Nick. I actually do want to watch Zootopia 2. I watched the first one, I really liked it, so I do want to actually get a chance to see the second movie at some point. How do we feel about the event since it's ending in a few hours? I was rushing! I was rushing so hard in this event. I should actually be farming as we talk right now because I am so behind in everything. I originally stream on Tuesdays, right? But because this event is ending tonight, I'm like in a rush to make sure I get everything. Make sure I get all of like the event stuff done in time. So I was like, oh my god, guys, we gotta do this. We gotta do this tonight so that we can jump into book 7 on Thursday. Also got Callum's English actor is coming to the and that's happening in Easter weekend. Okay, like in the US. I haven't been to that many cons that are like not summer. Farming corals at the moment. Yeah, that's what I should be doing. I should be farming corals as we speak, to be honest. I think Max Middleton is doing a good job at portraying Ace's bratty nature. I think Max Middleton has, yeah, he suits Ace very much. I think like hear him talk as Ace, I'm like, yeah, that is kind of how I imagine Ace would talk. Are you still here? I just not to contribute dub talks. That's okay too, Medic. It's just really interesting to. It's like I know a lot of like Japanese seiyuu because I mainly watch anime in Japanese. So it's funny because I can tell a lot of male Japanese voice actors because of how often I've heard them and stuff. English ones, I still kind of have to work on it because I don't listen to it as much. Yeah, in the US. Okay. Yeah, it's like there's so many cons. I can't travel very much though. I'm like so sad. I actually want to go to like US conventions. Max voices Ito, so he's got a voice Ace. I do love Ito though. Ito's one of my fave Genshin characters. Such a fun character. And yeah, he's been doing well as Ace. He also does Ryuji. Yep, Perfect Persona 5. It's funny because sometimes the way Ace talks, some of the way he delivers his lines, it just sounds like Ryuji. And I'm like, oh my god, it's Ryuji. Giving me the Persona flashbacks. It's great though. I just avoid dubs because I'm tired of scandals, so I stick to JP. Yeah, I just like watch more anime Japanese, but it's really funny because Leona's voice actor literally is like everywhere. If you watch any recent animes, like in the past year that are like sojos or kind of targeted towards girls, you hear Leona's voice actor like he is like in almost everything. I swear. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Leona. That's Leona again. Well, also the little English actor is coming too. Ooh, I do want to meet Alejandro at some point. I hope, because like I've seen him around online for like a while now, but he's never been to conventions I've been to. I am hoping at some point I'll be able to actually get his autograph. In Japan though. Couldn't find the name of that fashion we talked about. Oh, like Jirai-K? I couldn't pinpoint it in my research. I did discover Mori Lolita fashion though. Oh yeah, the one that's more like forest, earthy type of dress. Mori Lolita is a very interesting subgenre. I don't see a lot of it. I feel like there's a lot of their potential overlap with Mori Lolita and kind of like the like cottagecore. I would say like cottagecore. Like the closest I can think of comparison. Got far more stuff here. Oh, sure. Your save it's there. Oh, there's also like yeah, I gotta keep an eye on all the VAs. Whatnot, because I'm like thinking of what other VAs. I'm not sure my guys ever told you my like encounter with Keith Silverstein, because I went to a convention and I was like, Zhongli's voice actor is going to be there, and I really like Zhongli's voice, so I want his autograph. Day one, I lined up, and they cut the line like 3 people before me, so they ran out of time. And they had to cut the line 3 people before me, so I couldn't get his autograph, but I was very close to the front. Day 2, I had a photo shoot. Like because I was doing a cosplay of Yelan, and I had a photographer that was gonna help me do a photo shoot with my cosplay. So I was in line hoping to get the autograph and then go to my photo shoot, but unfortunately I had to run to my photo shoot when I was like the 10th person in line. So I couldn't get his autograph, but I had a friend who managed to get it for me, but I was like, no, I need to see him in person. I came all this way. I have tried twice. 3rd time's the charm. I'm going to get his autograph. And so finally on a Sunday, I lined up. I was like, I'm going to be one of the first ones here in line. Like the line opens, I am there. And I finally got his autograph. I also got a selfie with him. So he was a really nice guy. It was really sweet. And so now I have two different prints of Zhongli with his signature. Mori Lolita also reminded me of what I saw, but it's still different. The earth colors. I'm surprised you I guess you were looking for Jirai-K, right? The landmine fashion? That was more on the vintage side than Lolita. I have to try looking up that look again now. I'm not really sure I can find it. The style is all more on the vintage side than Lolita. I don't remember. Was it Jirai or was it different? As the line cutter happened. Last cons I went 37. Oh no, it was more like they ran out of time and they had to stop the line. So it's more like there's too many people in line, and they were like, okay, time's up, he needs to go, we're ending the line here. But the line stopped like 3 people ahead of me, so I was very close, but there was not enough time for me to go see him the first time. So yeah, that was a very... I spent so much time in the line there. The fashion is definitely not Jirai-K. The dresses and skirts are longer than what I see. They usually reach the knee That the shortest, huh? Okay. There's like a lot of sub fashions. Very hard. It's more vintage style. I thought it's more like classic Lolita. I know. I think of it as like classic Lolita. Like style. I'm like I don't think there's any other styles that re-emerge. But I don't know actually. I feel like Lolita was like maybe I'm not because I'm not in the sphere as much anymore, but I thought Lolita was like way bigger a decade ago. It's kind of like died down a bit. They even had a magazine that was published before, the Gothic Lolita Bible. I had a copy of that. That was a cool magazine too, because the Gothic Lolita Bible had like a lot of spreads of different Lolita outfits, but then they also had sewing patterns that came with the magazine, and you can take it out and you can make your own sewing patterns, which I thought was really cool. Like, my sewing skills weren't up to par with what was probably required of that sewing pattern, but it was nice. And then of course, you know, a lot of the anime type magazines kind of got discontinued over the years, because I used to collect new type magazines. I had like the Gothic Lolita Bible. I used to collect Sojo Beat when Sojo Beat was first published, and they had like actual like volumes with just like, you know, chapters of each of their series, kind of like Shonen Jump. So I used to collect. So I did have some Shonen Jump, and I used to collect Sojo Beat. I want to be a dedicated Chenya fan, but I have no hope since it's been a while since RSA has been last shown. It's so sad. He's only, I guess, yeah, he showed up in Hearts of Yule. He showed up in Noble Bell College at Glorious Masquerade. And then he shows up in like Trey's Dream. I guess that's like his third appearance. He should show up more. Maybe we should have an RSA storyline. Maybe we should go into like RSA as, you know, part of the main story. You need an event of RSA. More characters, or at least Nij or Chenya. Yeah, I want them to add more characters. I still want my Captain Hook. Where's my Captain Hook? I need him. At some, I don't know. As a teacher, as a student, wherever, we need a Captain Hook. Peter Pan event. Come on. Still waiting for it. It was funny. Right now we're still in like what? Christmas, Halloween, and JP. Like Oogie Boogie was the last one that's been out. So I'm like, okay, maybe Captain Hook next. Yeah, were you able to find the idiot animation post? I was planning on gonna look it up after the stream. I feel like I actually may have seen it before. Sounded familiar. We'll be able to check it out at some point. Okay, how many? Gotta check how many coral do I still have? Okay, I just need like 52 more coral so I can finally get Riddle and put this rest, basically. Yeah, just gonna do this. Go through more lessons. Alright, there we go. The twist Oogie Boogie is problematic. He immediately jumped the gang the second they arrived at Halloween Town. It's so funny because when Scully came out, I saw so much fan art of Scully. People were Yumeing like Scully. They're like, you know, drawing OC, X Scully fan art stuff. And then Here comes Oogie Boogie, swing. He literally comes swinging in and like starts throwing hands with the NRC boys. Like all I know is that he punched Deuce, which I was like, okay, yeah, not cool. This is a little grown man like beefing with a bunch of students. I mean, technically Ernesto did the same, but Ernesto was more like he's gonna do everything hands off, while Swing is just like he's like, no, let me at him. He's gonna deal with it himself. Them doing Hades outburst and then followed by I'm cool. I've seen different animations of that actually, so I wonder if it's one that maybe I actually seen before. It's kind of cool though, having the twists crossover with the. I was hoping for Scully having fights or hate Swig. I was hoping for Scully to appear at all. I was like, I miss you, Scully. I wanted to see him again. I'm so sad. Don't get me wrong, he's cool. He's got a sweet OST, he's just problematic. You know what? I feel like I don't mind that. Twist has so many. Twist is based off of villainous characters, right? I feel like lately there's been too many villain apologist type media. And by that I mean like Disney coming out with movies being like, no guys, you know, Maleficent wasn't evil. I don't know, like Cruella wasn't actually evil. They're just misunderstood. They're just poor. They're poor, misunderstood souls. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Sure, but you know, sometimes your villains just need to be villains. Sometimes the story is compelling because your villains are villainous. I'm kind of happy when villains act like villains. Yeah, like it's it's okay if you have one or two works that are like, okay, misunderstood, you know, villains. Like I thought Maleficent was okay to have, you know, that the story of Maleficent. But following the ones that followed Maleficent just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel like it worked. So, you know, with like Swing being like, yeah, I'm just gonna come here, I'm gonna fight some students. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. You are a villain. You're supposed to be a villain. If you want to beef with some NRC guys, go ahead. Evil people exist, it's a matter of reality. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, we don't have to come up with 600 reasons for why someone is being a dick. Sometimes a person is a dick because they like being a dick. You don't have to come up with like 60 reasons and a tragic backstory to justify them being a dick. Sometimes they just are. Her Swing a Twisted Wonderland world level threat. That's why Lily have the General Van Rouge face. Yeah, Swing is also like Faye, and then so I feel like he's probably been around for a while. So it may be good at times just to have like actual threatening villains in Twist. Apologist villains aren't always well written either. It's very difficult, I think. Because the problem with apologist villains is like a lot of the times, especially when you establish them as an evil villain, but then later on you're backtracking and being like, no, they weren't actually evil. It's because of XYZ. It's kind of a hard, like a steeper hill to climb. Because now you have to do twice to convincing. Because you're like, okay, you told me this person was evil, but now you're saying, wait, there's a different story. They're actually not evil. And I'm gonna have to like spend an entire movie explaining why they aren't evil. And it's like, it's very hard to get that level of writing all the characters. I find with villains having a backstory. There's a difference between telling us the reason why they're villains versus making excuses. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of like that. It's like, guys, this isn't a sob story, like, competition, right? It's like, oh no, Yes, they had a tragic backstory. That's why they're villains, but cool. Like, it's one of those, like, cool story, still murder type thing. They should have bring back my beloved Scully. Yes, I miss Scully. I really liked Scully. And I'm so sad he didn't show up again in the Nightmare Before Christmas event. Not only that, but the whole fact that he's actually not even like, he's like super old. It's like, oh, okay. It just like makes it so that it's impossible to see him in future events. Keep seeing arts of Scully and Swing, scenes of Skellington and the Boogie. Yeah, I wanted to see them like interact or face each other. I was like, where's Scully? I miss him. Guess his ghost wasn't in the library. Book was. He needs to come back. I was like, Scully, come back. Maybe because this is like Christmas versus Halloween, and he's just like, I don't care about Christmas. He's only interested in Halloween, right? So he doesn't care about Christmas. That's why he's not in Christmas. Even though I'm like, please come back, Scully. Wanna see you. Wanna see you again someday. He was such a fun little lad. I really enjoyed his character. I'm not sure about Swing because I've been avoiding spoilers. So I actually don't know too much about Swing. I just see like occasional fan arts, some screenshots, but I am generally in the dark. So that I can see what he's like when he comes to EN like in a year. I was thinking about that fashion as vintage Victorian, but maybe it's closer to Japan's industrial age, the Meiji period. Okay. Are we thinking of like Taisho area or Taisho era? Or that one's more like Western influence? Actually not too familiar with the Meiji era. But if it's like more Western fashion, I think of like Taisho. It's gonna bug me. Yeah, look, I'm just like gonna toss out names. I don't know, it could be Taisho type clothing, but Meiji period. I know it's like Wa Lolita is more like Chinese inspired. Meiji Restoration, so I believe 1860. Okay, 1862. So that's a little older. But I still think of like yukatas and kimonos that are still wearing in that time. Or is it? Actually no, Meiji Restoration. I'm getting my like timelines mixed up. I'm like, wait, was Meiji come before or after Taisho era? I feel like Taisho was like much later. There's so many like political stuff and like that like happened. I'm like, wait, what time period are we in? Damn. I think it may be still like Western trends, right? I still think it's probably it's probably still kind of like, yeah. I kind of get what you mean by Victorian era, because I think this is kind of like early Victorian stage. Like that. Like now I'm curious too. I'm like, the animations of Swing with the coin so smooth. Oh yeah, I saw that. I do really love that. I was like, ooh, this is some really nice like combination of live 2D, like the animation of Taisho was right after the Meiji Restoration. 19. Okay, so it is still kind of with the Western influence era stage. That's like, okay. It almost looks like Lolita, but way more vintage. Oh, okay. Well, so Victorian Western style that was dominant during late 1800s. Early 19. Yeah, because I feel like this would be like past the ball gown stage, I would say. This is like probably when, you know, they had like cars started appearing on the road more. I'm trying to think though. I don't think of like the Great Ace-Eternity. I'm like, where did the Great Ace-Eternity take place? I feel like it was in one of those timelines too. Curious. Because I'm like, the Great Ace-Eternity was... Because yeah, the Great Ace-Eternity also took place in the Meiji period. In like near the end of 19th century. Okay, so I'm like, this sounds very familiar. So, cause yeah, Great Ace-Eternity took place during the Meiji period. So okay, I'm kind of starting to kind of get it now. And then Taisho was like even more westernized. That was interesting to kind of see, kind of like the fashion trends. Because one of the types of fashion that I think is really interesting is, or the aesthetics, I would say, is 1920s Shanghai. Like the kind of aesthetics of kind of like the jazz period, 1920s, taking place in Shanghai. We have a mix of like the Chinese and also Western influences coming in as well. We have like the qipao with the long dress that they wear, and they also have their own versions of like performance halls with singers. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Wish you... Okay, yeah, good luck in getting armor silver tomorrow. Good luck to anyone else too who's also going to be pulling for silver. I will try my luck and see where I go with it as well. Have a good night, Dragonheart. Is classic Lolita known for not being heavy on frills and ribbons per chance? Yeah, so classic Lolita, the style is very A-line. So you know how cute Lolita has a very cupcake-shaped skirt? Classic Lolita has like an A-line skirt to it. So it kind of like flares down, but it's not like extremely poofy. And like it's got a lot of it does have very Victorian style to it. So there's a lot of like browns, maroons color. So it's like classic Lolita does feel very vintage. Some of it you can have more ribbons, but there's also styles that are more neutral. I've been grinding and managed to save up to 100. I hope Jade comes home. Like someone. Hope silver comes home early, unlike someone. Yeah, Jade. Yeah, I hope so too. I was lucky with Jade this time, so we'll see if I'm as lucky with silver. We'll have to see about that. I'm trying to Google it, but there's no different name for the fashion. On fashion websites, the classic Lolita almost looks like the fashion. Okay, the classic Lolita is like kind of close. I don't know. There's a specific name for it. It's like a lot of overlap sometimes. With like fashion, right? Because people can also just do like variation things. And fashion fun when people keep making up so many ideas but names aren't well known. I love when it becomes like a subgenre and it spreads, you know. Because there's not many places in the world, I think, where people be like, yeah, we came up with a style and what style is called. Now everyone's gonna adopt this style. But there is like yeah, I don't know. It could be very much like someone making their own version of it. Styles. Because even with Lolita, it's like you have sweet Lolita, gothic Lolita. There's country Lolita, technically. And if you want more like Victorian, Edwardian type, especially like kind of BL Black Butler. That's like the OG style. Drawing A says Nick Wild because I'm not going to school today and yesterday gave me ideas. Hey! It's gotta be fun picking up that pencil and just drawing what your heart, mind want to convey. I feel like it's been a while since I've drawn, and I kind of wish I could just sit down and get back into it. I keep getting distracted by other stuff. Yeah, modernized takes on the Meiji Taisho clothing for women mostly focuses on the hakama look. Yeah, that's what I was like thinking, because I was like, oh, Taisho, like with the kind of almost like high-waisted skirt, but with like a like kimono style. I do like the kind of with the Taisho clothing, and you have like the fur shawls and the hats and the gloves. Interesting to go down that rabbit hole of fashion. Like I've worn classic Lolita, but it's been a while. I feel like it'd be kind of cool to try out some gothic styles or OG styles. Uji-sama. Where Japanese was heavily influenced by fashion by Western styles during that time. So it's a mix of classic Lolita and traditional, which I think is really cool. Being able to mix that up to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna still keep our traditional stuff, but we're gonna, you know, just like incorporate like this and this and that. But you actually see that a lot with Asian countries that have been westernized, like, or like either influenced by Western countries, or like some of them have also been unfortunately colonized. But it's also cool to see stuff that pops up because of kind of like that westernization. Just like Hong Kong cafes, right? So cafes in Hong Kong cafes has a lot of Western foods, and it was really cool because I was watching a history on how the Hong Kong cafes, like the very specific type of Hong Kong cafes, came to be. And it was literally, yeah, like there was, you know, Hong Kong was a British colony at some point, and the kind of like wealthy British folks were eating these meals, like, and those meals kind of got re-adapted in for like the locals there. You get a lot of things like, you know, like eggs on toast, but then you also get stuff like, what's it? They have like braised foods and like pineapple buns. There is like egg tarts, but you also get things like noodles and soups, like a mix of like some Asian and Western cuisine. But yeah, that was based on westernization. They're like, hey, we're gonna take these Western that these rich people would dine with, and we're just gonna put our own spin on it. And then it's kind of things have evolved from there. It's also the same with Japanese. If you ever seen those like vintage Japanese cafes that have a very Western vintage look to them, which I thought was also very cool. Some of those cafes have been around since like the 1900s. And you get like, you know, coffee, maybe like a pudding, but the interior is very retro style. I was thinking if I'm more modern fashion inspired by Western look, but so far it's just Hakama. Yeah, I think that's like, it is like what I think of off the top of my head for that period. This fashion I'm thinking of is definitely Western inspired, but not nearly as frilly as Victorian. Okay, huh. Yeah, I don't know. I know the main ones. Gotta be a subgenre that I'm like forgetting about or something. Fair, and yes, absolutely, all because the West can't leave well enough alone. Yeah, it's like it's cool to like be able to taste all of like the the different cuisine that has come out of westernization, but some of it was yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Erase my cards. Yeah, I gotta check out my thing again. Oh, we have the same Floyd card. I don't know how I got him. The fur boys just pop on my inventory. Sometimes they're just spooks. They like to show up to say hi. I have to go now, Koa. And go to school because I'm sick. I have to rest now. Okay, yeah, take care. I hope you feel much better, Yui. Have fun drawing Ace as Nick Wilde. And make sure you stay hydrated and get some proper rest. Glad to have you here tonight. Take care. Besides, oh yeah, they go to this level 8 and have to do level 40 with Riddle. Okay, I can't still. More boards are menaces. Yeah, they really are. They like to do what they want and show up whenever they want. They don't care about. They don't care about what you want. Is what they want. They're not one to talk to. I don't know. I'm always like I'm always bragging on Octagonal. It's like a love and hate relation at times. It can be such little jerks. But yeah, I gotta raise the rest of my cards and complete the stamps for tonight. So that's probably what I am going to do for this evening. Considering you cheering Jay tonight. Oh. I'm still fond of them. So I still enjoyed my event date with Jade. And had fun trying to get the lovey-dovey couple tossed overboard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this event, finish it grinding for the night. But thank you all for joining me for tonight's stream. This Thursday, we are going to go through the first part of the book 7. Whatever the book 7 update is. So that is going to be the plan. But yeah, until next time, I'm going to head off to bed for the night. I hope everyone has good luck with trying to pull for silver if you are. I'll see you guys in the next stream. So take care. Thank you once again. And until next time, this is Goa Mio. Clocking out. Gotta grind away. Gotta finish this event before it closes on me. Night night all. Bye bye.